Watch John as he shows how to remove and install the ring gear on a flywheel.
On this FYI, although I have other flywheels, it's hard to find them on like Moss. So you can get them from Rimmer, but you gotta ship. But you can get just this ring, and that's relatively cheap. I forget, like 20 bucks or something. And so this ring comes off. It's held on by thermal expansion, or in this case contraction. I saw a guy on YouTube that you kind of have to heat the ring alone, right? Not the disc, but the ring, and then it will come off with some persuasion. And then to put the new one on, you just literally heat the ring in the oven to about 700 degrees, or you can use a torch. And it just literally sat on there until it contracted into place. So I'm gonna give that a whirl. So I have a nice new ring gear and nice new teeth to engage with whatever starter motor I'm going to use. Okay, we're gonna try to get this ring gear off of here today. Seems pretty straightforward. Heat up the outer edge. Try to knock it off. Kind of a big surface, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get it that high. So at my first pass, I'm actually surprised because you can see here, we're getting somewhere. And this was not only the original heat shrink fit, but this is also rusted on terribly. So I'm having to overcome both those forces. So I'm gonna heat it a little more and continue on. We'll get it. It's coming. It's actually coming easier than I thought it would. As much as this project has been fighting me with rust, pleasantly surprised. So this is probably the better approach because I was kind of heating it from the side, and then it dawned on me that the tooth pattern on the outer edge significantly increases the surface area to be heating with the flame. So heat it directly into the teeth when you guys try this. Because again, you got all that surface area, the peaks and the valleys, to absorb that heat. Plus you're heating directly onto the gear and not the hub or the flywheel. Let it go. It's barely hanging on, but there you have it. It was the foot. Adding my foot was the key to that. So it can be done. So again, a brand new flywheel, very expensive, and I don't think they even had it when I checked Moss and Rimmer. So the ring gear is pretty cheap, 20 bucks or something. You saw how to get it off. There might be a cleaner way, but you know, I do what works. And I threw my old ring gear away, but there is an alternate method of getting the old gear off. As you just saw, I heated mine and then you can just tap it off. But since it is something you're going to throw away, you can also just grind a cut into, you know, one of the teeth slots, making sure that you don't go too far and start cutting into the actual, you know, this surface or this surface. And then with a chisel, bash it into that groove that you just cut, and it should crack and break open because this is hardened steel. It's a little brittle. And that's an alternate way of getting it off. And ironically, that's the method that the manual suggests you do, but I've seen it done, most of my research, just by heating it. It works just fine, but either way, you can get it off and throw it away. It's expendable. All right, now to get this back on, I'm literally just gonna, as you see it, I'm gonna heat it, and at some point I'm hoping it'll just drop into place. Now, a couple of things. This is a directional gear, and you know you got it right. Don't really worry about the tooth profile. If you look at the inside edge, sorry, holding a camera, you'll see that one of the edges on this edge will not be beveled, as in this case it's straight 90 degrees, right, this corner, but this side has a slight bevel to it, and that bevel should face the shoulder that you're putting it on. And the MGB, I can't say it's everywhere, but there's also bevel here. And what those two bevels do is help align it so it can slide into place, all right? So regardless of what the tooth pattern looks like, you're going to be using that bevel on the inner side to recognize which side goes on to the shoulder. Now what I will do is I'll just clean off this inner edge here and this edge here, just to make sure there's no rust or contaminants or anything in there. And certainly don't put any grease on either part, all right? You want it to be a friction fit due to the cooling. All right, so I just got some 800 here, and I'm just gonna go around this inside edge. Get rid of any nonsense that might be in there. Nice. I don't even know where that came from. Hey. Alright, so again, find your bevel, which is right here. Make sure that's down. Alright, so we're going to work on my favorite place again, the floor. I got the ring supported, because you want to make sure you only heat the ring and not this. And I got my torch, and I've got the cutting tip on it, because I want a lot of heat to put in this thing. You want to heat that up pretty hot, but not glowing red or orange or any colors, because it'll lose its temper. Haha. All right, so let's get after this. And there you have it. Don't be afraid to heat it a lot. But again, not that it's glowing, because I tried it once and it just didn't happen, so I hadn't heated it enough. But that second heating, you saw that it didn't slide on. I think if I heated it more, it would have slid on, but with a little hammer persuasion, you saw that it definitely got seated. So it does work. And if you screw it up, you gotta do it kind of like you saw me at the beginning of the video. You gotta heat it up to the point where you can bang it off. So yeah, try to get it on the first shot. Now secondly, I saw a guy literally just heat the ring gear in his barbecue, and it registered as being around 700 degrees inside there, which I can believe. And he put it in place after it was hot. He put it in place, and it literally had like a gap. You could just sit it on and spin it, and then slowly it would just start to grab as the temperature cooled off, and then it's just on there. So okay, that was cool. Worked better than I thought it would.
Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and follow along on this journey.